guys, so today my mom is going to be making chocolate chip cookies like you guys already understand me. So, you guys enjoy my mom making chocolate chip cookies, okay? Okay. So watch what mom is doing. So mommy, tell them what you're putting in.
Okay, so the recipe that you wrote out calls for 2 cups of butter. 1 cup of butter, which is 2
Which you
sticks.
guys can see. Little video see. Look guys, it says 3 cups boiled flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 2 teaspoon hot salt, 1 cup 2 sticks, unsalted 1 cup pack light brown sugar, 1 cup granulated sugar, 2 log eggs, shelled, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, extra 1 cup bittersweet, and simmering chocolate chips. So you guys look what my mom is doing.
So I just put the brown sugar in. And this time, instead of using the white sugar, I'm going to use powdered sugar.
And you guys...
I found that it makes a nice texture.
Yep. Watch me. Watch.
And I'm using granulated brown sugar. I'm just stirring everything in. I don't have a mixer, so I gotta...
You guys look what my mom is doing. Look right here. Okay, if you look right here, you guys can see everything what my mom is doing.
Okay. And I'm gonna put... Instead of using white granulated sugar, I'm using powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar is a mixture of sugar that's white sugar and cornstarch. So I find that the cornstarch gives a nice texture.
But listen, mommy, but you know what to do when you put the cookies in the oven? You pause the video. You pause the video until the cookies are done. That's when you unpause the video. That's what they do on YouTube. That's what they do on YouTube, mommy.
So I'm gonna mix it in. Oopsie. There's some white powder sugar, but it's okay.
You guys see what my mom is doing? But listen, mommy, can we send this video on YouTube, mommy? Mommy? Okay. So what is that, mom?
Some baking powder.
And
I'm gonna put some baking soda in here.
Baking soda. Baking powder, baking soda.
These things, I know you're supposed to, but baking powder puffs and baking soda spreads. Okay.
You guys are gonna watch.
And I know the recipe calls for some vanilla. I have a little vanilla and I have some almond extract. So I'm just gonna put a little of both. Almond extract and vanilla.
Yep.
Once again, I do not measure. I just eyeball it.
It's way 408.
So I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'll be there with it. So I crack it on the countertop. Just working off the table just for viewing purposes. And I'm going to get the next egg. And I'm going to crack it in here. And I'm going to wash my hands because I'm dealing with raw eggs. Sorry, the house is messy, but I'm just going to keep our camera right on the dish. All right. Now we're going to stir in the eggs. Normally don't have a hard piece of sugar in here. That is a massive piece. But we'll incorporate everything as much as you can. All right, and then what else? Are we missing anything else? So we did the baking soda. We don't need the salt. 1 cup of, all right, and then 1 cup of packed light brown. We did that. And granulated, we didn't do that. We're going to use the powdered sugar. You put the vanilla extract in. Now the chocolate chip cookies. I usually put a cup and a cup each. This recipe calls for just a half a cup semi-sweet. So I have the Great Value milk chocolate, and then also the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I need the scissors. And so I kept the measuring cup here. So this is a semi-sweet. And you can put what kind you like. If you want to add some nuts to it, you feel free to. And then at the last time I did this, I had added oatmeal. I believe I added 1 cup of oatmeal. Yes, I have a bigger bag of milk chocolate because I do more things with my milk chocolate. Just make sure the phone stays in the bowl. The house is messy. Alright, then we stir it in. I'm going to add our oatmeal. That's just some old-fashioned oats. You can use quick oats as well, but this is what I have on hand, so just gonna incorporate it. Yes, I do everything in one bowl. I do not have time to mix the liquid bowl with the dry bowl, and I'm not a culinary expert. You're gonna find that this recipe comes out very wet. The last time I did it with just 2 cups of flour, and replaced the oatmeal as 1 cup. This time around, I'm going to still do the 3 cups of flour and not eliminate a cup. When I did eliminate a cup, I found that the cookies came out nice and crispy. If you want a crispier batch, I found that. But I redid the rest with extra flour, and I found that that worked out well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a sifter. I use all-purpose flour. I know that it calls it bread flour. I've used bread flour in the past. Just at this time, we just don't have any bread flour at home. So I have to make some pizza dough later, and I don't have any. That's fine. I'll use all-purpose. Just want to have it rise so that we can have pizza tomorrow night. Give me a second, let me second cup. And we need a total of 3 cups. What I'm gonna stir this in first. I know it's messy here, but got a newborn. Gotta be able to multitask until everything gets together. Alright, so just incorporating it. Now this needs to be done at 375 for 18 minutes. I usually just turn off the oven after 12 or 10 minutes and then just let it stay in there with the heat. So it's not getting too hot and it's getting nice and crispy without the centers being soggy. Now, actually we probably can just get away with just 2 cups. I know last time I made it was nice and moist. And you know, temperature can affect you. So it's alright. I usually make my dough. Ahead of time, and then I'll put it in the fridge, pre-ball it, put it in the fridge, put them on the cookie sheet, take them out after an hour minimum. If I know I'm gonna bake up a batch, I'm doing some other things in the oven, so this way I'm not turning on that oven so many times. So I usually put this in the fridge and in there, just work everything, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that extra one. Probably just leave it with 2. It just doesn't seem that moist. I know the last time I made it was really moist, but you know, let me add it in because it seems like it's getting, as you're turning it, it's getting not some. All right, yeah, I'll probably add another cup. Like I said, I'm not a professional baker. I know professional bakers will measure out the flour, make sure that we have the same amount, work with the grams. I have a scale, but I'm not measuring anything because I have to work before the baby wakes up, and I have to get some kids off the bus, so some little dumplings that needs to come in their home and look forward to eating some food. So I think this dough is actually, probably ready to go. I don't think I need a 3rd cup. Yeah, you know, then again, it was a different brand of flour that I used. So I don't know. This flour seems to absorb everything well. The all-purpose flour. I did use all-purpose, but it was a different brand. It was a small batch of that brand. Alright, I think we are good to go. I think this is gonna...
Milk shower with the chocolate.
No. Because you have raw eggs in here and you have a raw flour. And flour sometimes carry some harmful bacteria. So you got to make sure it's fully cooked. So I think, you know what? Let me put that extra half a cup. Just going to do a half a cup. Shift it in.
Just a little.
Because what's going on here?
It could be easier.
It's so funny, there's 1,000,001 ways to make chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. Alright, you guys, so I'm just gonna work it in, and I gotta move quick Yes, I have some little ones coming in a few seconds. It's okay if it's fully separated out. I'm not concerned with that. And I put it in the cookie mold thingy, scooper. Need to call it by the right name, right? But I put it in the scooper. It should come together fine. Yeah.
I guess you should add some oil.
No, I'm not gonna add oil. I think it's fine. It's coming together just fine. It just needs to be worked in.
All right. Let's go.
Alright, so I think everything is pretty much mixed in. I'm gonna get our 2 sheets. Scoop it up. I think we should be good to go.
Mommy, I sent the video now or not yet?
Not yet. Let me just get one scooped on here so they can see how it's done. I got this little scooper from Walmart a while back. Get my little baking sheet.
Wait, Mommy, let me pause the video.
Okay, so I got the scooper from Walmart years ago, so I'm not sure if they still sell it. And that's it. Just gonna scoop it up. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a few hours. Probably an hour, minimum hour. You could put it in the freezer, but I don't have any space in the freezer to pop one of these in. I got a lot of breast milk in the freezer that's taking up valuable inventory up here. And I gotta bring those downstairs, and I'm not going to the basement to bring these in there. So, and then that's it. I'm just gonna pluck them out. The remaining, I usually just freeze it. And go from there. Freeze it, and that's that. I'll have for like the next week or later on in the week when this batch is done, because the batches go by quickly. And then if I have something else I'm putting in the oven, I will do everything together at that point. And we'll bake, as I said, for 18 minutes, but I usually turn off the oven after 20, and after 10 minutes, and I will do it at 375. And that's it. We cannot find we may not see the finished product because I don't know how long the pause video lasts for. But that's that. Alright, you can pause the video. I don't know how long it lasts for though.
It lasts for 18 minutes.